Hello guys, today we're down in the garage and we're playing with the old Singer. We've had an epic with the Singer, and I've got another Singer in the house I needed a smaller motor for. So I took the motor off of the big one and put the new motor, or the big proper motor, on this one. As you can see, I had to figure out the wiring to do her, and it wasn't easy because I never had the pins. All I had was the motor and the foot pedal. I should have put pedal down there. It's a proper Singer one. That doesn't need an earth. It's just a 2-wire pin. It's plastic, so there's no earth required. However, this motor here is it's a powerful little motor in actual fact, but she is metal bodied, so it did need an earth. But when I was putting the pins in, the only two I could get to work was the two for the motor. So every time I connected the earth, which is here, it blew the fuse. So, but there's no, I couldn't figure out why, because there's nothing going through to the body. I've tested it with the multimeter. So anyway, what I've done, I put the earth permanently on the base here, and now the motor's in, and I've made the motor nice and tight against the body. The bracket I had to mount her on was the wrong type of bracket, and if I mounted it on the proper pin at the top that kept the motor in line, it was great, but the belts was just the smallest one I could get. So what I've done is I've actually moved the bracket down one, and I bent the bracket so that the motor is still in line with what I need to work it. So that's all working grand. I had noticed that needs possibly turning around and putting on the other way to line that up more, possibly get a better angle on it. But the motor sat there perfect, as I say. I'm just going to fix this wiring in now, permanent, so when the box goes on, the wiring's all clear and not going to get banged about. Anyway, that's it, and there's the foot pedal down there, and if you see, she's running beautiful. Really lovely machine. Sorry I haven't got the light on this side, but we'll see about that in a minute. The other day I acquired an automatic Zager that goes on this machine, and a button holder. So I'm just going to try them on, just for the fun of it, and see what it goes like. So they're in bloody good nick. Don't look like they've been used much. I got them, the chap that gave me them was going to throw them out, but there's no way you can chuck antiques like this out. That's the proper Singer one, and this one here, I don't think this is Singer, but well, it is Singer, but it's a different style. But it fits on this machine. I'll just come out now. When I've been looking at how to use them, I was hoping I had that base plate. See the base plate? That got to go on here somehow. I don't know, I'm not quite sure how, but that got to go in those holes there. Sorry, I hope I was filming. That base plate got to go on, as I say, on here. Base plate got to go on there like that, and that got to go in the hole. I'd never noticed those holes before, but I have got them, so I'm going to try putting that on now. And yeah, fingers crossed, she's up and all running. So this is the first time I fitted the machine, and it wasn't as simple as they make it look. There was one guy showed you that you got to twist it at an angle, and it's so easy not to add that thing. So easy not to have that actually clipped on. And anyway, I put it together. I took everything out of the box, and out of the box comes a little red screw. Let me show you how it was in the box. Sorry with the phone, it's very hard work trying to film on a video. Anyway, the machine fits in the box, and in the box is a little screw that was in there, and it's painted red, so I assumed it's a little red one to go on here. Anyway, I fitted it on, turned the machine over by hand, and it got to the bottom and it stopped. So I got the light over and I looked all around it, and what it was this arm was coming down and hitting the long pin. It was too long, so I made a new one up, cut it off, and now as you can see, it works. And as you can see, when you turn it over, you can zigzagger going from side to side. Let me see if I can alter it so it zigzags more. Okay, what I've done now, I've put all the settings on the screws to the middle. Now I'm going to see how much it zigzags. Are you watching? Now I've got to take note and see if it's moving up and down that way, but it's definitely moving zigzaggy now. Okay, so I've tightened the motor up, and hopefully now she will work when I put my foot on the pedal. And there we go. But I've got to work out how it goes round in a circle, so I must go online again and watch it on telly again. Now I've got some experience, I know what I'm watching. Okay, I've played with all the settings on the back here, all these, and this one here, the knob was broke on it, but this plate is still just going backwards and forwards. It's not travelling up and down like it should do to do the buttonhole. It did move a bit earlier on, so there's something I've done wrong. I need to take the machine off and have a look online again and refit that another time when I've got more time. Anyway, let's try the zigzagger now. Okay, I've took the other one off, and now I'm going to have a look at the zigzagger. Got the instructions, and there's the zigzagger. I think this one will be a lot simpler to put on, and with it you have three different patterns. So let me see how that clips on easy, make sure we've got all the fittings for that, and I'll show you it when I've got it fitted. Well, this is with the zigzagger on. The zigzagger, I must admit, was done slightly easier to fit on than the other one. But again, I made the same mistake. The little lip here that does the lifting up and down and works. I never had that over the hole, so I had to take it off and do it again. But this one's got its own pitting, and as I say, I've got different things I can turn there. What happens is they do the programming when the machine's running. It's zigzagging, and that works the programming out. How far over the needle's got to be, whether it stays over there or whether it just zigzags backwards and forwards. But anyway, there you go. I've got my old Singer working lovely. She sits in the garage year in, year out. I saw so clops, and I still have all sorts on this. I might have a session the next month before I go back to my boat and give her a bloody good clean, because she has a lovely machine. Anyway, there you go, that's your zigzagger for you. Box the zigzagger come in with the different modes. They do the different patterns. That's a fantastic little bit of kit. Go zigzagger in a box with an instruction book. It come to death, I can't find out what I need to find out on YouTube for the exact this right model. I should read the handbook. Anyway, let me get my shoe back on and get ready for sewing for next week. There you go, me my shoes back on now and turn over by hand, make sure it's okay. And give it one more pedal on the pedal. And there she is. Beautiful machine. I will add, I can't remember where I got this machine. I picked it up about 35 years I know of. And it lived in this garage 35 years. The missus, she don't use it. Alright dear, I'll see you in a bit.
I need a cheese sauce.
Alright. The missus off at the shops. She don't use sewing machines, that's down to me. I'll have my nails on another day and my makeup and you'll see why. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and just get my channel going somewhere, eh? Love you all. Look out yourselves. So guys, my machine's all up and running. I got the small motor now to go on the other Singer in the house. I'll put that on the end of this video so you can watch that before I close this video. And there's some of the bits I've had. There's spares off of other machines I've had. Just pads, bobbins, couple of nuts. I don't know what they're off, but I've come off a machine or I wouldn't have kept them. Spare thread locker things. Different shoes, look. I don't know what the different shoes for though. There's a foot adapter there, I don't know what that's for. There's another shoe there. Don't know what that's for. But you can see it's got, don't know, it probably, I think it looks like it might turn the cloth over. Yeah, that's the one that makes a seam. As it goes in, it folds the cloth over and makes a seam. There's a little one there, God knows what that's for, it's a tensioner again. But it's all parts that I've kept over the years off of different machines. And there is the basic first simple zigzagger. But it doesn't do nothing fancy like that one. It's just a basic zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. And I think you can adjust the length by what you do. You use your machine to adjust all the sizes. But there you go, basic zigzagger. I didn't realise I had that till today going through my box. I've got loads of other parts. Cotton needles. Loads of double-sided tape when I'm doing jobs. I use double-sided tape. Anyway guys, let me shut down on this video for now and let's get back to the other. I'll show you the other machine later on when I put the motor on it. Right guys, today you've seen how I done the Singer yesterday. Well today I've got this one. I've had it for years but the bobbin disappeared, but somehow miraculously the bobbin come back the other day. So I've got a motor now just there, but I took off the big Singer and I'm going to put it on this one. So let me see how we get on with that today and we'll see how we get on. Well there she is, a lovely old machine. Well, I say a lovely old machine. Put the handle out, Pete, and you might get somewhere. Lovely old machine, but she's winder binder. So I've got the motor now to go on there. That'll come off. That's your bobbin winder, that stays there. And yeah, hopefully that motor there will go on. And I'm waiting. The bobbin, as I said, the bobbin casing disappeared. The other night I was dead in bed and I suddenly had this dream. I said, go and get your bobbin. I went and got it. It was in the machine. So where has that been hiding for the last 25 years? I do not know. But at the moment I'm waiting for some bobbins to come. Because I've got no bobbins with them. So I'm going to set her up today, get the motor on her. I'm going to put the top cord on and check it's going down and around the bobbin properly. And there's the shuttle bobbin. Open that one, you can see it, do its full journey. And as I say, hand winding. I should keep the mechanism because when I take this down the boat, if the motor does pack up, I've got that. And I am going to look for, there's a wiper blade motor, 12 volt wiper blade motor, about that size on the modern cars. I'm going to get it, I'm going to adapt it, and I'm going to see if I can make it to go on here so I can get this running off at 12 volt. which would be great for on my boat. If not, I got to use the generator to run this. Anyway, let me get and put the motor on. I'll show you after, well, as I proceed with the motor. Just one screwdriver, undone the screw, and that hand comes off that yank. That can go in the case now to be stored. And the motor, one screw, and the motor's on. I've got to go down the garage now because I haven't got a belt for here. I've got one down in the garage. I'll go and get them now. But anyway, because that fitting there is wider, at that point there, that's wider than what the fitting is on the motor. I thought the screw might have been too long, but it's all turning. You can see how free that little machine is. That's beautiful. Right, let me go down and get a belt for it. Went down with the cat out from my polytunnel into the garage and got myself I bought all the belts in because they're all different sizes, different fit, not next to nothing. Got to pick the best one, the rest go back in the garage. And the motor, I just hope it's come up high enough to do the job. Let me see. Okay, so I've got the belt on. I picked the best one, and it's in good nick. It just went on how I tighten the motor. So until I start the motor now, because you don't want these tight. But as you can see on here, you can see there's black here. When I had this on the Singer, it was slightly out of line, and as you can see now, it's perfectly in line. That is spotless Onicus. So now I'll power the motor in and we'll see what it's going to go like. And then I'll tighten that to suit. Okay, that's the pedal on the floor. She's powered in. And once again, when I got these motors off of old machines, the machines come, they had the motors on them, but they never had all the wires and fittings and pedals. So when I stripped them for spares, I've had to make this up myself. But I found a plug that fits in there, or God knows what it's off of, but it fits in. And there you go, she's powered on now. Let's see what we got. There she goes. Beautiful machine. Now she has been sat in there for 20 years, it's going to want oil. And as I said, I'm going to put the top cord on today. I'm waiting for bobbins to come. So until the bobbins actually get there, not a lot I can do. But what I can do is put the top cord on. The bobbin winder's all there, okay, all ready for when I need it, which is good. So, and I can check that the wire with the hook, I've got a needle to go in, a new needle. Check that when it goes down, it's all wrapping and hooking, ready to pull back with the bobbin cord. So anyway, let me do that and we'll see if it's all working right. Firstly, going through the Singer, I found these needles in a drawer. All my other needles are in the right hand drawer, this was in the left hand drawer. And I'm glad to say, it's more needles and they're the ones that got the flat on here. So when you put them in, you know the flat got to go up against the screw. Only, you got bad eyes like we have, it's hard work to do with those, you got to get in line. And the best bet I do, I find I put my needle threader in, so the needle threader is facing through the machine, you know, in the order, and then I tighten the screw on and I know that the needle's in right then. But anyway, these are decent needles, so they can go in now, fingers crossed. Okay, so said life is simple. I went to put the needle in, and the little bit that goes on here, that holds the needle, was damaged. The bolt was gone. I couldn't turn it out of there. All that was left was that little pin. That's all that was left of it. And that was snapped off right in. I had a hell of a job getting it out. Anyway, I managed to get it out. And now I've just made a new one. And I just realised the new one had to have a bit of a point on the taper to go into the hole in the back. So anyway, hopefully that'll fit the needle now, and we're away. Well, there she is, all put away again. With the motor on, the box still goes on okay. And hopefully when I wind the motor, it's only the foot and the lead that'll go inside. So that'll be bang. I'm going to get some polish now, give her a cup of polish after I've had a cup of tea. So down the garage again. Is it raining? Out with the cat through the polytunnel and see how we get on. Okay guys, one last quick look before I give her a polish over. Take me all of half a minute to polish her. Well, it took a little bit longer than advertised. It took me over 5 minutes. But there she is. That's without sanding her down or doing anything to her. All I've done is just polished her. And now it's just looking lovely. They'll do the inside now. But there you are, she's up, she come out lovely. All it means now is to pack her away, and I gotta wait for the bobbin to come. I put the thread on, the thread is going down and getting caught by the bullet, it's catching it. But there's no bobbin, so there's no thread to put up, so it obviously don't catch. But I need the bobbins coming tomorrow or the day after, and then that's it done. I could just stain I put on here a chance to dry. Anyway, let's leave it at that for now. Should pack her away. Last check before I go away. The pedal needed to go inside, and the arm winder needed to go inside. I'm hoping to take this down my boat to make one new seat covers for my sailboat, and I did need that to fold in there. So let me see if the lid's going to go on now. I managed to get it shut, but I had to struggle it because it wasn't as advertised, but it wasn't designed for the foot pedaling motor. So anyway, it's all packed away now, safe. And I'm back out with my big machine, and I was so happy with how the other one varnished up. I'm going to varnish this one. But anyway, I told you this motor now, to fix these in, I used Oozit glue, hot melt glue, and I'm wondering if that ain't letting a little bit of power through, and that might be the static that I'm getting on the back of my knuckles. So what I've done, I put an earth from the actual motor now to the legs, so any static should come out of that. It was going to earth from there, but it was earth because of this, but now it's coming, the earth wire is coming from there down through to the legs, and it's directly to earth here, so the static should dispel. But anyway, as I say, I was so happy with how well the other one come up clean. I'm giving this one a clean, and then after I've got a brand new keyboard just arrived, I'm going to go in and unbox that and get that going. Anyway, for now, let me clean this. There she is. What she's like at the moment. Now I'll give her a coat, a clean, and we'll see what she comes out like. And there's what the table's like. And I'll give that a clean, and we'll see what that comes out like. Well, there you go. That's quick wipe over with linseed oil. And the case is what it is. It is like 50, 60, older than that maybe, I don't know. And it got a bit of woodworm, or it had a bit of woodworm, it's just holding it now. But as I say, and there's how the top come up. That is gorgeous. I'll put the top on now, put it away, and that's linseed oil all over, and it takes the time to wipe, so put the top on. There she is, as she is, all ready for doing work. I got a big tall thing that fits on here that me cartons go on. I got to put that back on, but that for now, that's it. I'll wait. Put that back in a corner, which has been sat for the last 30 years. Pointless getting the dust off of that because it is in my garage, and every day I sweep this and the dust is unbelievable. This is going to get dusty again, but when I use it, I brush it off, obviously. Anyway, let me see. That might be the end of this saga. So well, that's the end of that saga. Now I've got a new keyboard at the house. I've got an organ to strip down, and I put on Facebook to get rid of. It's a lovely organ, but it's too big for me, to prevent my room. But anyway, that's the end of the lesson. If you enjoyed this video, it's only for my personal, I don't keep nothing on my phone or nothing like that. It's all on YouTube, my memories. But I share them with public. If you enjoy it, please subscribe, help me get some points. Cheers guys, have a good year. Summer's coming. Sewing machine saga, I just say it was the end, but it ain't. I've just come back in this morning. I've got 2 bobbins come. I've got another 8 on the way, but 6 quid for those 2. So I'm going to try the machine with cotton now. I've got the thread there, and I'll go out and try that after I've had a cup of coffee. And then tonight I got a new keyboard come, and I'm having that out, and I'll play with that tonight. And then my old one upstairs, which is perfect condition, I'll be up there on Facebook for whoever wants to take it away.